66 years, a few days ago, and on December 1994, it was a doomsday for me. I was accidentally diagnosed as diabetic at the age of 37 years when I went to get the health insurance policy done. Okay, if I had not got the policy done, my diabetes would not have been detected perhaps. The world crashed under my feet. For a young physician with a sweet tooth, it was too difficult to accept the diagnosis of a multi-system chronic disease. Robbins' pathology described that disease because it was one of my favorite textbooks as a disease of triopathy. Just as all chronic diseases, acceptance of my fate was very difficult. Next one. The saga continues. In 1995, the search for a good diabetologist began. My father, who was the Silver Jubilee IAP president of the Indian Academy of Pediatrics, took me to a foreign returned diabetologist. I never liked his attitude and taunt. Meantime, I was running from physician to reproductive endocrinologist, India and abroad, for my primary infertility. I've been married to an awful rural family where the mother-in-law said, I'll get another wife for my husband who will look after the house while I look after my academics. I was tortured with never-ending investigations and hormonal treatment for PCOS. This rude diabetologist had a dig at my weight and abdominal fat. Next one. PCOS. From childhood, I have been a fitness freak. Played softball. I used to play cricket for the Karnataka women's cricket team. So many things I have done. Despite this, no result from weight reduction. Even during COVID times, I was doing exercise in my balcony. And Kiran Didi sent me do this video Asha, walk at home, which helped me immensely. That's what I thought. Note, I could lose only 3 to 5 kgs. I was never aware of insulin resistance. I have tolerated body shame from friends and families to the extent of suicide. My own mother, the moment I go to their house, the daughter-in-law is very beautiful and very slim. I feel she's got toffee. Rupal has met her. Okay? And she'll say, look at her, look at your tummy. How much ever I explained to her, I was nearly on 70 units of insulin, she wouldn't understand. The body shaming thing was too much for me. Next one. Drugs became a part of my life. And then strong family history of coronary artery bypass. Both my parents have undergone CABG. I also have a bleeding diathesis. Whenever she puts a picture of Cook County and her experience there, I was there in 1989 for some time. And Sudharo, the chief and hematologist, diagnosed. Then one more illness to my encyclopedia of Heal Health. Next one. Then Karnataka Institute of Diabetic Sciences opened. I was so happy. Comprehensive healthcare for a middle class person where I can get all my investigations done. Government run unique super speciality hospital in the state of Karnataka. Always searching for care, cure and compassion, migrated to this place. It was a comprehensive case on an OPD basis. They never had inpatients. Long queues and waiting was frustrating. It was not any better here. I was started on insulin the day I remember, 11, which continued till 19 December 2022. No type of insulin was changed from Isofin to Rhizodec, telling me that my tummy will not be there if I take Rhizodec. It's better and no belly fat. And my medication bill was 21,000 per month. I came home retired and my mother-in-law, she asked me, how much pension are you going to get? I said 85,000. And you're going to spend 21,000 on your health? I said, if I'm dead, you don't get even that much money. So better shut up and keep quiet. Okay? Dose of 10 units PD increased to 30 units PD. Next one. The third endocrinologist. He's a high-ended academician who was a chief endocrinologist of a Mayo clinic. And his wife was a white-skinned lady who was also the endocrinologist who ditched him. Maybe he took away all his frustration on me. I had lots of hopes, but was terribly disappointed. He was too scientific, endless investigations from macro to micro level. You know, so many investigations. I couldn't afford all that. Next one. Again, this mic is going off. I'm audible, no? He was a DM endocrinology, the fourth endocrinologist. He was a DM endocrinology from All India Institute of Medical Sciences. He was closer to my workplace and easy to approach. He treated my sugars very easily. on SMS and WhatsApp. It's 250, then you raise the insulin to 2 units night. Insulin dose and drugs kept increasing, but no respite, either from blood glucose, drugs or weight reduction. Next one. The fifth endocrinologist, my classmate, a diabetologist. And he told me that at one point of time he wanted to marry me. Okay? And he used to call me Ammi and all that. I said, wow, he's related to Ambarish, the film star. My happiness was boundless. He was very affectionate me. Affectionate. He said, eat 5 times a day. Kept increasing my insulin, which was very frustrating. 22nd August, started developing bilateral dependent pedal edema, which was worrying me a lot. This was brushed off due to my long travel to college and my age. They said, sarcopenia, calf muscles are getting wasted. Next one. I, as a physician at my individual level, was all the time worried I don't want to get into dialysis. And I was getting my LFT and RFT done. And I knew that at one point, ALT rise is an indication of metabolic dysfunction, associated steatotic liver disease. Okay, metabolic associated liver disease. And liver ultrasound showed fatty liver grade 2. All this was passed off in aging and diabetes. I'm very serious. I want all of you to listen to this. Next one. October 14th was a devastating day. I remember Dr. Elizabeth, the moment I finished.
Which year have we reached now?
October 14th, the devastating day 2022. 22 South Pedicon. We were there. We were all canvassing for Himabindu. And I finished my talk and I said I want to cry in peace. Elizabeth, madam came running behind me and I didn't even look at her and she asked what's wrong. I think rest of the people told her what's happening. Lost my soulmate of 50 years, Dr. Chitra Narasimhan, a renowned fetal and echocardiologist who lost the battle, 7.5 years battle to cancer. I also had to take the toughest exam of life, basic course in biomedical research. We all work in private medical colleges, where they say you have to pass this to be the head HOD. Family issues, sleeplessness and escalating depression. God knows what was happening to my sugars. That is Dr. Chitra Narasimhan. You know, we were in that Pedicon conference. And that is Nagmani, whom Himabindu knows. I lost Chitra to cancer. Next one. My journey started from 1st November 2022. This is a different journey now. These were my medications. Next one. I was allowed my normal food for 3 days. Every time Rupal was getting irritated. Can I eat ragi? Can I eat jowar? She said, no, you eat whatever you want. Okay? And then CGM, Narmada don't sleep. CGM not only dictated me, but directed me towards my food habits. I kept having shocks after shocks. I was not eating right at all. Next one. Gift of my life from Dr. Rupal. She said, if I have to tame Asha ma'am, the shrew, I have to send her the CGM. It arrived in the form of a CGM and 4 sensors. Couldn't use them immediately with exams round the corner, stress and emotions. Not knowing how to use it, I walked around flaunting it for 2 days. Then went through the videos on appropriate ways. At this stage, I was too embarrassed to ask Rupal, how do I use this damn gadget? Next one. The journey to LCHF began. Not a ovo-vegetarian, but learned the importance of eggs. A complete protein with 9 essential amino acids. And 39 nutrients. If you add lemon, 40 nutrients. I quote Rupal. Eggs became a part of my diet from 3rd November 2022. And my mother-in-law left our house permanently because we are eating eggs. Okay? From November 4th, started.
It was all a strategy. Eggs were a strategy.
Because we are vegetarians. From 4th November, started reducing insulin while on oral hypoglycemic drugs. Started magnesium glycinate as a supplement. Now the dilemma. My classmate Endo just was not reachable and became incarnate Endo. And great Rupal sends me photographs with swimsuit near the sea and all that. What do? I didn't want to disturb her. Next one. Milestone. 19 December 2022. I stopped insulin after 12 years. And then, you know what it was? The guy who stopped the insulin. And from there I called up Rupal, I said, he's asked me to stop insulin. That's tears of joy. And when she's in Kenya, I think. Next one. Mexico. She was in Mexico. She goes all over the world. Then insulin got phased out. Low carbs, high fat entered my life. The transition wasn't smooth. Too much of confusion and ignorance from endos and physicians. Meantime, Rupal was holidaying with her family in Mexico. We are in different time zones. I panicked. My morning sugars rose and also kept having hypo. Next one. Student endo comes to my rescue. What do? All these endos, no trust. She's in Mexico. He frankly admitted that he was unaware of LCHF. Madam, I don't know what this nonsense is. He at least guided me and was an emotional balm. He would listen to me. My sugars have gone up to 200, 300. Dr. Rupal somehow traced it endo in Bangalore, whom she presumed would be good. Yes, of course, he stopped insulin on 19th December and gave me even greater and graver oral hypoglycemic agent like GP3 and Ogabelus. The hypotypes were dreadful, scary and unmanageable. And my very close friend would call up my daughter-in-law and tell her, she must be dead, go check. Okay? And I'll tell Rupal, I've kept resins, can I take? No, Asha ma'am, you climb up the stairs. At 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the night, I'm climbing up and down the stairs so that my my glucose increases. From 1st February, I'm under the care of an app-based endo, no human touch. Rupal got panicky. At this stage, if Asha madam counts off, what will happen to me? Then she said, it doesn't matter. Pay this person and enroll for her. My God, this person, I want all of you physicians to heal yourself. She's very good, okay? I don't want to have no questions about that, but extremely stern, rude, critical, never, I have my appointment at after 3 weeks. I can't have an earlier appointment. And everything is 15 minutes, 14 minutes, they say 1 more minute. 4,500 is the consultation. In the meantime, I was continuously monitored by Dr. Rupal and CGM. Next one. The mishaps. In my 30 years of diabetes journey, none of the endos asked for fasting insulin. None of the endocrinologists. None of them asked for C-peptide levels. Coronary artery calcification score. Fatty liver was treated with triviality. Next one. After 3 months of all drugs except metformin, magnesium, thyroxine and fish oil. From a weight of 84, I became 71 kgs. I'm not talking about just weight reduction. Please, I'm talking about metabolic health. I don't think there are some many here. BP was 140 to 80 and it came to 110 to 70. My waist, 47.5 inches to 42.5. And Rupal says your waist should be still less. My bones are here. Where do I lose? Okay. I'm a broad-framed person. I'm an Amazon build. Okay. And then HbA1c 7.3. Next one. And that's how it is. When we came to Goa in December 2022, the 4 friends came to Goa. Just to taunt me, my friends took my thing. They told me in Goa, Asha, you can wear 3/4. I come from a very traditional family where we wear only saris. Okay? Then they said, come, we'll freak out in Goa. And that's the photograph they took. It was very good because it helped me to show you what has happened to my body. Next one. Yeah, no one treated me. Okay? I'm repeating it. Treated my glucose. Increased insulin and drugged me. Never addressed my disease, not my mental status. No one knew about LCHF or the CGM. Physician, heal thyself before you heal others. Next one. Okay, I'm the victim of an ignorant physician. We diabetics need constant supervision, care and compassion, especially the mental health. Maybe have helplines. Collectively fight the insulin, statin and pharma mafia. Isn't my journey an eye-opener and how badly I have been wounded? And until an angel entered my life, Rupal the healer. Next one. For reversal and insulin resistance, the way forward is prioritize proteins, fasting and longer fast. The app-based endo made me do 36 hours, 28 hours, 48 hours fasting. And then I told Rupal, what is it? She said, Asha ma'am, you will disappear. No muscles, I was in that phase. Build muscles. Yes, tough journey, needs immense dedication, determination, monitoring and support. Learned a lot and still learning. Next one. These are all the evidences. In case I want to go to court, I can happily take this endos took out. I told Rupal I want to throw them. She said, no, keep it. As a heritage, as a property handover, I'll be handing it over to my family, I suppose. Look at the way, this is one picture where he says, I have to put lots of sambar and put 111 rice grain into it. That's a picture. The endos taught me. One roti, one dosa, look at that. All that. You can see. Next one. Okay, this is all so many dietitians, Next one. I just want to say we all have to speak the same language. Somebody talks your ideal weight as basic metabolic rate, calories, somebody is saying you can have fruits, somebody is talking about the pyramid, food pyramid, WHO. WHO is nonsense. We Women's Pediatrician Forum will come out with fabulous guidelines. Next one. So this is that place, this is my file, and this is how, there was no CGM. And they made me prick every 2 hours. The number of times I've pricked, Next one. See, this is all those. And nobody interpreted the results. Now I know. My antenna goes up. When I do home IR, when I look at the fasting insulin, she has taught me so much. And it's just, okay, they were getting the investigations done. We actually wanted to have a half-a-day workshop on how to interpret your baselines. Next one. So this is all those reports. Next. Okay? And all this was happening. I'll just take 2 minutes to extra. All this was happening on the chat box. We were on the chat box in the webinar. And I was, immensely in love with Project Focus, you all remember? In the limerence thing. Okay? And I was sending her messages. Rupal was saying, why don't you flirt with him? Why don't you go meet him? Like that. All this was happening. So we became great friends. You should go after where your love is. Okay? We became great friends. And then I was desperately wanting to see her physically. And I met her in this moment, in that meet. And I was thinking, my God, what a tiny little person. So petite, okay? Memorable day and event. I met my healing physician, mentor and friend. She's so petite. And one more thing is, every now and then she'll say, Ashana, I want to go to the restroom. Why? Because she's so scared that the sari will fall off and so tight. She'll take her breathing meditation. Come back to work. All the children. Now I've taught her how to wear a sari. That means a good kudos. Next one. She doesn't do all that now. That's me. That's me in November 22. And that's me in November 2023. She insisted photographic evidences. Okay? Now if I look at anybody, I can make out that their face has insulin resistance, that they have inflammation. Next one. Okay? So continuous glucose monitoring. And of course the human CGM. And that's, I told her, I'm weighing this much Rupal. No, you stand on the weighing machine and take a photograph. Everything is very objective. So my scientist, and those were the CGMs. Okay, next one. So, insulin is one of the largest selling medicines in India. Okay, that's why we never wanted any pads, writing pads to be given to us. Next one, from anybody. So, coronary artery calcification score, how many times Kiran Didi has irritated me? 64 slices, Asha. It is 60,000. This costs 6,000 rupees. Now, I am in moderate risk for an heart attack. So I carry my medicines in my purse. Even before I take it, what happens? God only knows. If my karma is like that. So, see, this could have been prevented. Next one. This is just to tell you how it's happening. If you look at fatty liver, if you look at Wikipedia or any book, fatty liver can never be reversed. Okay, it's actually grade 3. Now my liver is normal. I've gone to the same radiologist. Okay, and I put up a printout in the radiology department. Don't take fatty liver cool. When she finds fatty liver, she sends them. I run every Saturday adult nutrition program in my college. It's free of cost. See how my parameters. And today I'm weighing, yesterday I was telling her, Rupal, please, I don't want to disappear. I'm 62.5 kgs, Rupal, I want to put on some fat. Why, Asha ma'am? You're looking nice. Keep it like that. That's it. From that to again I lost weight. Next one. You don't lose weight till your metabolic health improves. So these are my various values which I wanted to share. Look at my uric acid, FPS. Okay, fasting is still little high. HbA1c. Okay, It's a long time. It's a long battle. Next one. Okay, C-peptide. It's improving. My pancreas is recovering. Next one. And I was a zonal winner. You know, plank. And I lost by 1 second to a person who was 45 years. I was so angry with Upendra. I said, you could have given me a special prize. Okay, next one. And that's my journey. Thank you very much. Now, Rupal will take over.